The polls keep getting worse and worse for Donald Trump, and what's even better is that the number of people who actually did vote for him are not just saying, I disapprove of how he's handling the economy, I disapprove of how he's handling immigration. They're outright saying in polls now, I regret voting for this guy. And believe it or not, there is a world of difference between saying, I don't approve of the way he's doing things versus I don't approve of it and holy hell, I wish I'd never voted for the guy in the first place. But that is exactly what is happening with more and more voters with each and every poll that comes out. So this past week, we got several polls, one of them just absolutely devastating to Donald Trump, the other devastating to the entire Republican Party. The first poll is among Latino Trump voters. And as we all know, Donald Trump did secure a record amount for a Republican number of Latino voters in the 2024 election, securing 48%. So they still can't crack half, but it's the largest amount that we have seen in modern American history. Trump got 48% of Latino voters. And now more than 33% of those Latino voters say, I wish I hadn't voted for him. And it's obvious, I mean, some of them, including in focus groups, have said, yeah, obviously I don't approve of his immigration stance. I don't approve of the ripping apart of families, the mass deportations, the workplace raids. I don't like any of that. And for that, I have to say that is a prime example of I didn't think leopards would eat my face because the signs were there. Let me put it to you this way. And this is a good, general rule for everybody to have moving forward with politics. If you're voting for somebody because that somebody said, I'm going to go after this group of people, this tiny little subset of people, I'm going to go after them. So vote for me for that. Rest assured, 100% of the time, it won't just be that group of people. It will grow, it will expand, and eventually, no matter who or what you are, you will be roped into that. So if they tell you, I'm going to stick it to this particular group of people that you also don't like, it's going to expand. History tells us it always does. So I don't have sympathy for any of these people that say like, oh no, I voted for him and now he's doing things that are, hurting me or my relatives. You did that. You did that and you own that responsibility. And you're not going to get my sympathy at all. But the other part, the bigger part, believe it or not, is that they disapprove of his handling of the economy. They disapprove of his trade war. They disapprove of his tariffs. Now, granted, you had plenty of warning he was going to do it. But at the same time, if that is the ultimate driver for these Latino voters, then yeah, you've lost them. Republican policies, Republican economic policies especially, do not work. They do not work in practice. Every time a Republican comes into office in my lifetime and implements trickle-down economics, which they have all done, do you know what happens? Recession. Every single time. Every single time. There's no exceptions. Every single time Republicans get in office, cut the taxes for the wealthy elite, boom, recession. It's the most predictable thing in American politics. So they're turning against him on that. So that is the good news, of course. 36% of these Latino voters who did vote for Trump, so they are conservative leaning, say, I regret my vote. So the Trump regret is going through the roof. And I don't think Republicans anytime in the near future are going to replicate Donald Trump's 48% of Latino voters that he secured in 2024. But as I said, that's just one of the two polls that are really bad. That one just happens to be worse for Trump. The other one, which is an NPR PBS News Marist poll, found that Democrats have now opened up a 14-point lead over Republicans in the 2026 midterms. That is larger than the polling lead that Democrats had 1 year out from 2018, when, of course, we experienced the blue wave and had roughly 70-plus Democrats, win in the advantage there. So we're poised to see an even larger blue wave next year, especially with the Republicans' gerrymandered maps being thrown out by the courts. Things are looking pretty good. Now, it's not a slam dunk. It is not a guarantee. We're still little under a year out now, so things could change. Things will change. May go up, may go down, may fluctuate from day to day. Who the hell knows? But right now, voter dissatisfaction with Donald Trump and the entirety of the Republican Party is good for the Democrats, right? It's bad for the country because everything is going to hell and nobody seems to be enjoying that. But we may have a chance, if these voter sentiments hold, to start turning things around after next year's midterms. Hey everyone, we are maybe just days away from hitting 1 million subscribers. Fewer than 15,000 subscribers to go at this point, and we need your help. If you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and tell your friends. If you have progressive-minded individuals in your life that are not subscribed to Fair and Balanced, please send them a link, send them a video, let them see what it's all about, and encourage them to subscribe. We are hoping to hit that 1 million mark before the end of this year, but I think we can do it even quicker than that. So again, if you're not already subscribed, please do so. And don't forget to share the channel with your friends. And as always, like and comment on the videos.